Hello, everyone. We are here with another episode of Coffee with Aesthetics. Today, I will be your host, so me and Patricia,
She took my job.
because we have a special, very special guest today, which is Joana Lerche.
Hello.
Today, we're going to talk about lymph health, and this is your opportunity to ask a lot of questions to our lymphatic drainage specialist, Joana
Yay.
Lerche.
Oh, welcome, Joanna.
Welcome. All right, Patricia has the first question.
No, let me
Right?
talk.
Oh, okay.
So we took
Present
the,
yourself.
we have a lot of people asking us about lymphatic drainage and lymphatic questions. So we took the opportunity of just having a podcast about that. I been a lymphatic specialist for about 5 years. I've done many courses. I'm trained on Renata França's technique, which is like very popular in Brazil. I'm also trained on Nazaré Santos technique and regular techniques that used to be done before, Voder lymphatic drainage and Leduc lymphatic drainage as well. So yeah, I've studied a lot this year and the past years to be able to bring you with the best lymphatic drainage and lymphatic drainage information. I'm always studying. So I noticed that our clients have a lot of questions, and I want the girls to ask me questions that would maybe be your questions. But yeah, feel free to also ask because we need your help to be able to do that. So thank you, Eliana.
You
For
are
letting me
so
talk. You
welcome.
always
Thank you
let
to have me.
the
Because
person
she
talk.
always interrupt me, so that's why you know. Not today. I am the one talking, and
Okay, I see.
Okay, let's go.
So, the first question for Joanna.
Okay.
What does a lymphatic drainage massage do?
So the lymphatic drainage massage is gonna guide you. Um, the lymph, which is that water, the junk on your system, to the appropriate places. So, um, what doing that so is going to debloat you, is going to make you feel more energy because all that fluid is there, like somewhat stuck. And a lot of people think, oh, where does my water go, right? So the lymphatic drainage massage is simply gonna guide them to the lymph nodes, which are like filters, and then from there, the water, which is the lymph, is going to get processed, is gonna go to the right places. So because we don't move so much now as we did back in the day, we do have a lot of lymph issues, and the lymph is so important for like our immunity, like our health in general. So yeah, in essence, it's just like guiding the lymph for where the lymph originally needs to go.
Oh, nice.
You have a
No,
your hand.
I wasn't raising my hand actually. I wasn't.
Eliana.
If you ask me, I think it's the most amazing massage ever. And I always tell my clients, if you get one massage a month anyways, why not to do a massage that also give you aesthetic benefit? Because any massage is going to give you like help you with stress, anxiety. So does lymphatic drainage as well. But lymphatic drainage on top of that is also gonna help like look better, feel better. So like if you have like something autoimmune issues, like any kind of like when you like in menopause as well and you're feeling lethargic, so many other things like when you bloated from your period, like especially if you're a woman, because women typically have more bloating than men. So you can get your monthly massage and then also have all these aesthetic benefits. So to me, it's the most, I know I'm biased, but it's the most amazing massage in the
That's
world.
I agree.
And we
Yes,
have the
me
best
too.
technique, by the way.
Yes, we do have the best technique.
Because it's done by the best person.
Yeah.
I'm a good
Okay.
person, Lucas. I'm a good person better than you. The music, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
It's your music, Joanna.
I'm
I'm
a
going to
good-
show you.
I'm a good person better than you.
No, you're going to say this. I'm a good person better than you.
Okay.
What is okay. Okay, next question. Can you explain us the difference between lymphatic drainage and sculpting massage? There's, a lot of clients don't really
Good.
know what it is, and they're
Yep.
like sometimes they go to get a lymphatic drainage, and they expect um, sculpting
Perfect.
massage.
Yeah,
So
right.
can you explain that to
Sure.
us?
Of course. Yeah, I get that a lot. And lymphatic drainage is not, it sculpts you, but is working with, you know, towards the lymph node. Um, the sculpting massage is going to sculpt you. That's different. It's going to be a heavier massage. Um, I particularly don't do sculpting massage in a lot of people because what happens if you're bloated and you get a sculpting massage, you're going to feel terrible because you're bloated and somebody's going to try to do like that, like the wood therapy massage from the Colombians. Like nothing against, like I've done wood therapy courses before in the past, but if you do that heavy massage with the wood or with the hands even, and you bloat and you have like really truly bloating and swelling, you're just going to get worse. So the lymphatic massage is like a lighter touch. Our technique already, which is the Brazilian technique, Brazilians are very specialized on it because it's now popular in the US, but it's been popular in Brazil for so long. I remember
Mm-hmm.
when I was, I don't know, like 9, 10 years old, my mom already got lymphatic drainages. Like
Yeah,
you,
like
like
me.
you
Yeah.
probably
Mm-hmm.
like got for a very long
Mm-hmm.
time too, right? So actually, my mom has the same therapist from when I'm like 10. She's still her lymphatic therapist. Yeah, it's crazy because she
Wow.
was like fresh out of like physical therapy school, and she was just learning lymphatic, and she still like does my mom's like weekly massage. It's crazy. So I recommend you always get a lymphatic drainage first
And
prior to get a sculpting massage. We do get techniques that mix a little bit of both, where we kind of drain you and then we sculpt you. But again, it's not for everyone, like that heavy sculpting massage. Now, if you're like Eliana, that you have like a really good lymphatic system, she's usually not that bloated, and you want like a more like something more on your waist or on your butt, and then we can do like those heavier movements to get you more sculpted on those areas. So always get lymphatic drainage first, honestly, because not all heavy massage is better for everybody. If you're dealing with like chronic issues and like you have like something going on, you do not want your massage to be like that really heavy thing. In post-op also, if you're in post-op, you have to be careful. So you have to like gauge the pressure, right? Everybody's different. So that's a major
Nice.
difference. So sculpting is harder and it's gonna target it more your waist, your butt, like really to sculpt you. And lymphatic is going to target really to get the water in the body. One thing doesn't really go necessarily. So
Very good.
thank you.
What is your next question?
my next question is,
I want you
uh,
guys to do like maybe like do a game with me or something. Like I don't know.
Okay, later.
Later,
Yeah.
you thought about something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I always bring interesting things. Eliana,
so
I expect a lot from you.
I know.
You
Always.
have another question?
so yeah, let's talk about the weight.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna lose a weight after lymphatic drainage.
Yes, but it's to keep in mind, that's not fat. It's the bloating and the lymph weight. Like, oh, do you pee out your fluid? Like, I've seen a specialist that's like really famous talk about, oh, yeah, we're going to guide it to the right places and then you pee it out. You don't pee out your lymph fluid. So it gets back to your lymph nodes and it's going to go like through all the places that the lymph needs to go. A lot of it comes back to the circulatory system, and some of it gets your body gets rid of, with respiration, with peeing and poop, yeah,
Hmm.
but you don't pee out that fluid, and that's just wrong. When I see a specialist talking about that, it drives me crazy. So as far as weight, because we reutilize all that fluid and put it back to the right places, then yes, some people lose a pound, 2 pounds, even more of that weight, but that's not fat being removed. And very important, it will help you and aid if you have like wellness goals, right? Because you're gonna feel so great, you're gonna feel less bloated, you're gonna feel more energy. So it's gonna be amazing for you to do that and then pair up with like better eating habits, like more exercise, because it's going to help you. But no, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do a lymphatic drainage and then lose like 10 pounds of like fat, like actual fat. No. So it's like there is a difference. So water weight, yes. And you do like there is a technique that Nazareth Santos technique is my favorite technique to go do. She actually weighs the people before and after the technique, and people do lose like that's in kilos, like 1 kilo, 1.2 kilos, one of it, which is like more in pounds, like 2.2 pounds is a kilo. So because that technique is so extreme, but it's always water. And she always said, yes, it does indeed makes you lose weight if you like pair
Water
up with the
weight.
yeah what, but also like what she always says is yes, it makes you lose weight because like eventually if you keep doing the drainage is you're gonna feel so great and your whole system is gonna act better.
Yeah,
So
your
in that sense,
metabolism
yes.
is gonna be better,
Yeah.
so faster.
Yeah,
So
it
you're
does
gonna like
help your
spend more.
metabolism for
Yeah,
sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Can you explain us the difference between the well, we do have a lot of post ops now, and we have like people asking about the machine lymphatic drainage.
Yeah.
Do
Good.
you recommend it or not? And what is the difference between the manual and the machined one?
I hate machines. Like, and now I know there is that machine that's gonna like make it seem like it's pumping. And the other day I saw someone and they're like, "Wow, you don't have like a machine to do it." Like the best way to do lymphatic drainage is manual. Is also a lot more expensive for us to have a therapist. Like we could just buy that machine and it costs like a couple $1,000 and tell like clients and patients like, hey, just like let's put you on this machine and he'll hook you up to this machine. I have done that machine and I found it just like terrible. Like I just don't like it. It would be like fantastic if it actually gave you the actual drainage.
Ah, it
I could
was good.
have it in the clinic and I could make a lot of money,
Yeah.
but that's just not enough to really like everybody's lymph is going to be like everybody has different sizes and shape. They're gonna be at different areas. So like to really hit and be able like I'm a therapist like with the manual therapy. If I have your leg right here, and I'm able to like put that back to the lymph node, no machine is going to do that. So the true lymphatic drainage where we can really like target those lymph nodes and go all the way, right? Is manual. You should do a manual
Perfect.
lymphatic drainage with the post op, especially. Please, like, there's only certain situations that you should be utilizing a machine on post op. That's very controversial topic. But for example, a couple years ago, they used to do ultrasound on post op lymphatic drainage, and now they don't anymore because now there's recent research that find
About
out it
this.
causes fibrosis. So yesterday or the day before, a client told me, and she went somewhere else, and they used ultrasound on her, and it was a post-op. If you are in a post-op and you're not on plastic surgery, if you have like swelling because you did like knee surgery, it's not a liposuction, then you could maybe utilize the ultrasound. But you have to be very careful if you're on post-op and you do ultrasound, radio frequency, and some of these machines, because a lot of them they can create fibrosis. So if you're in a post-op from something else that's not cosmetic surgery, it could be okay, but with cosmetic surgery, like especially lipo and tummy tucks and those type of surgeries, be very careful. There is an exception, like if doing like week like 3 or 4, we started to see formation of fibrosis in our clinic. We utilize radio frequency in a low temperature this has to be done by somebody that truly knows, um, to be measuring continuously that temperature, because if you do it higher, what radio frequency would do is going to create more fibrosis. And I see so many things. It's very, be very careful and mindful. You paid a lot for your surgery. People pay like 20, 30 thousands of dollars, like even more. And then like, oh, I want a cheaper place. Make sure you go to a place that they're licensed, they know what they're doing, because to reverse something that got damaged from plastic surgery, it's very expensive. I have seen reversals. I think I said that in a podcast before that we were talking about procedures. I've seen reversal of surgery necessary after somebody went to like a therapist on pulse up. So be very careful. Research where you're going, because that's like really like half of your surgery is your pulse up for sure.
Good. Good.
I'm knowledgeable, Anna.
Yeah, I told you guys she's special guest.
Talk about, let's talk about we have some
I have a question for you guys,
oh.
because I'm the best host ever and I'm helping.
I have a
So
question.
People are gonna vote today. Who was the best? Who's the best host?
say Joanna, because now you're
Joanna or
gonna get boring,
Eliana?
Eliana, every time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I love Eliana though.
What was your?
Sometimes.
You were about to say something.
No, I said I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, your
So
question.
what
Yeah.
do you guys think of like my lymphatic drainage? You got in my lymphatic drainage. Do you think I got better with like my techniques? What's your favorite technique? I asked Patricia the same later.
You mean the technique,
No, I just like in
between the
general.
two that you got? Well, yeah, I remember when. Well, I think I was one of the first person that she gave the lymphatic drainage a long time ago, and I remember that she was like, um, kind of like having a hard time because she did not have like a hand for massage. It was like super soft and everything. But now she has the fairy hands for massage. So guys,
Yay.
she's really good.
And you love to
yeah.
do this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. So yeah, at the beginning I struggle with, you know, because I was like, oh, I don't have the hands for this, but everything is training. I
Yeah,
think
Yeah, of
training.
course.
I like
Everything.
everything, like you start something and you can just perfect, always like work on your crafts. Like massage is mine, one of them. I also really like facials, but yeah, and massage is something now that I could do. Like I could be the whole day, and actually like yesterday I worked the whole day, and I was actually like feeling great at the end, because I was doing something just with my body, and I didn't have to think a lot, because now I have a lot of things that, like today, I'm more tired because I had to think about ideas for social media and things like that. But I think everything is trainable. That even though if you like, I wasn't like that great massage. I think some people truly have. Some people that have big hands, I'm jealous, because the bigger your hands,
So big
especially for
hands is better than
yeah, for
small
like
hands?
lymphatic.
I don't know.
I don't feel the
For
difference.
lymphatic,
I
if
don't
you like
feel
get
it.
a bigger client like me,
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
you if you have bigger hands, it's just so easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Renata França got famous. She has really big hands. Like her hands are like this, like compared to mine. So I think like she just gets somebody and she's like goes like for lymphatic, they're important because you getting all the lymph. It's different than if you doing like a deep tissue that you can use other things. But for lymphatic, I think big hands do matter. Like if somebody is smaller, they're going smaller hands. They're just gonna have to work hard. It's not impossible. You can still do it. But I'm just saying, I'm always that jealous of somebody that has like bigger hands
hands.
than me.
Yeah,
Good to
I don't.
know.
I don't feel difference. I think maybe it's body type. I don't really feel difference when if it's like smaller hands or bigger.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
And I've done like lymphatic drainage with a lot
A
of
lot.
people already.
Oh, tell what the difference about
The techniques?
body drainage and face.
Face.
Oh, okay. The difference meaning like so like our face usually typically sorry drains down. So during the day we're draining our whole face, and that's why during the night, we sometimes wake up puffy because we have like lymphatic fluid going back up. Our body drains like up, right? Like towards here. So like during the night is awesome from our body, but it's not so good during the day. That's why at the end of the day we have, swollen feet, swollen legs in general. Like we're more bloated sometimes. So and it goes through fluctuations right throughout the day, like depending on what we eat. Sometimes we eat something that gets us more bloated, but we the lymphatic that we do in the face and the body, we can separate the face from the body, and that's why we offer the two services apart. But however, do not do lymphatic drainage by body parts. And we get this a lot. Like, oh, can you just drain my stomach? What's going to happen is it's dangerous for you to get you overload another part of your body. So always, even if you're in post-op and you really want to cater to those specific areas, lymphatic drainage should be at least full body. You don't have to at the face because it drains differently, but it should always be full body. Even if you do like a little bit on the legs, that's fine. But if you don't drain the legs and you go ahead and drain the stomach, you can sometimes have issues and wake up like the next day, wow, with your legs like super heavy or something like that because you just drain all your stomach and you didn't drain your legs at all. So I completely, and I've seen um, around places that will do only that side,
I never saw.
yeah.
Really? Wow.
That's the places that you can get 15, 20, 30 minutes of lymphatic drainage, especially on post-op, only for that area that you did. And I just, even that sometimes we're limited and because of like the way, like if they've done multiple surgeries, we have to sometimes like really like grab it like differently, and sometimes the patient will have like, for example, the socks from the surgery, and then we don't do that because they have the how do you say, the pressure compression socks. So we'll do still the leg and still do, the thigh area. And since they have compression socks on, like in the beginning of the surgery, that they use it for like a week, 10 days, we'll do that. That you can skip, but don't let somebody just drain your stomach. You should do like somewhat of the legs,
The whole
somewhat of the
body.
arms. You don't want to overload your um, system somewhere else. So always full body. And then if you separate the face, it's fine. I do recommend if you're getting the first time, get both. It's so amazing because you're just going to be like, oh, like floating. It's going to like, it's
Yeah,
really
it's
good,
really
guys, for
good.
real.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I could do like once a week.
Me
'Cause,
too, again.
Yeah.
You should do it every week. Why are you not doing every week?
Wow.
We
No
have
I
some
don't
other
time.
have time.
therapists.
You don't have time. Nobody have time.
There's other therapists. You don't need to
Now
book
we
with
have
me.
Now,
lot of
now,
many therapists.
yeah. Now I'm gonna start again.
Me too.
Excuses.
Hopefully.
No, it's not excuses. I used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every week.
every week.
I know.
Okay, we do. I have a personal question. Well, it's just like curiosity, probably like curiosity from other people too. Like how did you got like so interested in lymphatic drainage? Like why? Like what was like the click that made you start doing that?
So I always liked aesthetics and body treatments. And I think like I always was curious because my legs were like heavier and I felt like I was always like with a problem in that area. Like my legs were always like felt like kind of swollen. I didn't know I had lipedema at the time,
Like me.
which is, it's a chronic thing that if you don't know what lipedema is, it does affect like about 10 to 12% of women worldwide, and a lot
That's
of
a
them
lot.
don't find out they have it until later on. The average diagnosis of lipedema for women, well, it's mostly women, 44 years old. So you go your whole life having this condition, like being heavier on bottom. Like I'm
Painful.
very uh, bottom heavy, and I just wanted to understand a little bit better. I always thought it was like I had like a lymphatic issue. So that made me more curious about like learning about the lymphatic system, what is wrong with me, because I always thought like, do I have a weight issue? Because I would do diets and they wouldn't work like so good. I'm like, do I have a lymphatic issue? And now it's like a little bit of both, right? It's like lymphatic and like hormonal, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of it for a lot of people starts on puberty when you get your period, but sometimes get aggravated lipedema. There is so it starts on puberty for a lot of people, gets aggravated with big hormonal changes like pregnancy and menopause. So it sucks, but you know. So I went into it like just wanted to know a little bit more of massage. Always liked that field of lymphatic drainage itself. And then study more and more and more. And then I found out that I had lipedema later on, which is something that really helps with lipedema treatment is lymphatic. So, but that's one of the reasons why, you know, just aesthetics in general. It's two reasons that I got into aesthetics and body treatments. Number one, because of weight, my lipedema itself that I didn't know was lipedema at the time. And number two, my rosacea. So those are two things that I always, because my rosacea was so bad at times as well that I didn't know what was going on. And then the weight aspect of it, the lipedema. And it turns out that I did have like, did learn something that could help my lipedema so much. And I should do it more often too, because I'm not doing weekly lymphatic. We're all so busy. But when I did lymphatic for 6 months, like more
Every
straight,
week. Yeah, you were
I
doing every week.
I was so good. Like I was amazing. And I know it's not affordable for everybody. It's not doable for everybody. But if you have the time and the money to do like 3 months in a row, 6 months, you're gonna feel like so amazing.
Yeah.
I know because I did it. I never done this in the past that I did like every week. And when I did it last year for the first side of the, I was great. So I want to do it again. Hopefully soon.
Can I borrow your notes?
Yes. My
Yeah.
notes.
Because I don't have my cell phone.
Oh.
I just need a blank notes because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
preparing the game.
Oh, you're preparing the game, Lilian.
Ah,
I see.
it's a surprise.
Surprise game.
Joana, let's talk about more about the lipedema
Yes.
because you know a lot of women don't know
Yeah. They don't
nothing
know.
about
It's so
this.
sad. And a lot of doctors don't know. Like,
Uh huh.
we were talking, me and a client, she's very curious as well, and then she's from Russia. And she like went to her doctor. She's like, "Hey, I think I have that." So she found out stuff about lipedema, and they're like, "I don't know what that
What is
is."
this?
Same with my doctor, my primary doctor. I said, "I think I have that." When I first find out, and she's like, "No, lymphedema," and I was like, "No, lymphedema is totally different because it's only one side,
Mm-hmm.
and lipedema is bilateral. So it's bilateral. So lipedema is a condition, like I said, it affects. So we like to say it's only women, but there has been some cataloged men cases, but it's like almost exclusive to women. A lot of people, so a lot of people are bottom heavy. A lot of it's in your thighs and your legs, but it could happen in your arms. You
Like
have,
mine. Mm-hmm.
it's more rare, but it could happen
Mm-hmm.
in your arms. A lot of people that have it, you kind of feel like you're two sizes. You like one size at the bottom, you just a heavier size at the bottom and a
And the
different size
size
at top. There's a lot of pain on the legs. Some people have it, don't have pain, but pain on the legs is typically a symptom. Also bruising on the
Yeah.
legs, like
Uh-huh.
you bruise very easily.
Super.
So pain to touch. Um, so like typically those are the symptoms. A lot of people just have, so the lipedema fat is very inflamed. So people typically that have lipedema, they have a harder time losing weight with regular diet and exercise. We need to do other things like lymphatic drainage, like anti-inflammatory dieting, like some supplements, all together to like work better on the lipidema. So typically, like people do it and they're so frustrated, like because they're doing all these diets and they cannot lose weight on their legs and thighs, you know. And when I was my skinniest, um, like a couple years ago, I was extreme dieting, like to the point that I was like eating like 600 calories a day,
Wow.
like for like a full year. And you could see my pictures. My lipidem was so bad at the time, and I was so skinny on like all the way over here from my waist up,
And
like
the
that I
bottom?
looked sick. And the bottom, like I had like all these nodules because my lipidem was so bad. I didn't
And a
know I
lot
had
of
it.
people think it's cellulite.
Yes.
So then,
And cellulite treatment, some of cellulite machines are really bad for lipedema because some cellulite machines, they do like there's the rollers and things like
uh-huh.
that. They're just like press on your cellulite, like the Vela shape. That machine is terrible for lipedema. So a lot of people, even in aesthetics before, like didn't even know the difference. So me, I've gotten like before I was into aesthetics, like many years ago, I've gotten a lot of treatments
Like me?
that made
Yeah.
my
Mm.
lipedema worse
And
because
so,
it was cellulite. So lipedema and cellulite treatment, some are like lymphatic drainage, it helps
mhm,
both. But some of cellulite treatment is terrible for lipedema. So
because cause more inflammation.
yeah,
So we can't have inflammation in
yes,
our body.
it's really bad. So I would say like talk to somebody that knows about it. If your doctor is unfortunate, like my doctor takes actually like consults, like virtually. He's all the way in Brazil, but he speaks English. His wife is Dr. Alexandre Amato and Dr. Juliana Amato, so they do take consults. He has a very big waiting list, but I would say like yeah, if like a U.S. Person doesn't know, talk to like an international doctor or something like that. People are starting to become more aware
Yeah, because
now. Yeah. So the problem is here when they talk about lipedema, like they're like, oh, we do liposuction for it, and that's not it. Like that's like all this treatment that needs to be done before, prior to liposuction. You do not want to do liposuction for lipedema if you're inflamed. So you have to be a long time on anti-inflammatory dieting and all of that, and do that surgery last. And the problem here is like people just, oh no, yeah, we can remove this with lipo, and it's very terrible if you're like not with other things to help you get less inflamed. So
mhm.
Good. Good job.
okay,
So say everything for Joanna. Surprise for
okay.
Joanna.
Oh, are we done with your
I
questions
don't
Yeah.
already?
know.
Do
Do
we
we
not
have
have
questions?
questions from
Do you have
our?
Nobody
questions?
wanna ask me a question. You know why? Because we're always late. So we'll be on time next.
Probably.
No, it's
Yeah.
because we didn't have a
We're
guest
gonna
today
try.
too. But we'll try to be more on time because I think people are waiting and they're like, where are these girls?
Where they
Yeah.
are.
Though we're gonna
Sorry,
try to be like on
guys.
time. We're probably gonna change the date
Yes.
as well. Like
But
we don't know yet. But
Yeah. Yes, we have a surprise for next week, right?
yes.
And we're so excited.
We have
We
an
cannot say.
amazing guest.
We cannot. Yeah, we have
It's in
amazing
Portuguese,
guests.
but
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
we're so
It's going to be
happy.
Yeah.
very good
Very
Yes.
next
good.
week.
Very
Do
good.
not miss out.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Yes, we're so excited. And yeah, I did not finish doing
Oh
my
no. So let's talk more, Joanna. Me and you. Let's
ask
talk about
questions for for a Patricia now.
oh
How long it has been?
Friends?
No, how long it has been the podcast?
Oh,
Oh,
I
tell
say
about
how
the
long
time.
did I know each other?
Oh, 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
good. We talk a lot.
I can talk about lymphatic drainage all day. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
tell about the lymphatic system. We have
Lymph nodes.
lymph nodes. We have they used to be together with a lot of another things in our body. So let's talk about this.
Yeah, of course. So our lymphatic system, like, is part of your immune system. Is our excretory system utilizes it too as well. Um, it's so important for us to be well, right? And it's just like makes everything. It carries all the junk, all the trash in our body goes through the lymphatic system. And if your lymphatic system is like backed up, you're going to get sick. Like the first thing that like is going to alert your body that you're getting sick is your lymph nodes. Like you start feeling like your lymph nodes, like when you have a throat, they
Uh-huh.
start
You can
feeling
feel
enlarged.
the lymph
Yeah.
node.
And sometimes like also like on other places too, right? On other sort of lymph nodes. Obviously the facial ones,
Mm-hmm.
we see it a lot, like every
You
time
can
like we
feel
are sick.
underarms
On the
too.
arms as well. Actually women have a lot of trouble on the axillary lymph nodes. This is the one that because we have breast
Mm-hmm.
and because we that node does a lot. So it does like everything from the stomach, from the belly button up, almost all your back, like everything from the arms.
Arms.
So and then our black breast. So women have a lot of trouble with the lymph node. Typically, men have more towards the bottom, but the women always have like, oh, I don't know what's going on. My underarms, like it's like, like I feel it swollen. Be careful. Like if you do think there's something wrong, like it's really wrong with like your arm one, like get like an ultrasound, like go to the doctor. A lot of my clients ask like, what do you think of my lymph nodes? I'm not a doctor. I cannot make a medical diagnosis, but women typically have like, a lot of trouble with that. So, um, it's something that's so important that we have like our lymphatic system like working properly. And because again, like I said before, we don't move as much. um, we have it like we're sitting the whole day now, we driving our cars, we don't walk around so much. So if you want to work on your lymph health, you want to do the things that will help, like that includes like exercising, um, put your legs up also in the wall to make sure your fluid moves down. Like there's a lot of things that you could do. Hot and cold showers, it would give it a flush. You could also do dry brushing. You get a lymphatic massage as well. So things that will stimulate. So typically people think that all exercises are great and amazing for lymphatic. They are, but for example, if you're doing weights, you have to be careful because it does have the inflammation period, and for the lymphatic system that's bad. So if you want to work more on your lymphatic system, like there some exercises like swimming, water exercises are
It's better.
actually amazing for lymphatic drainage because not only you're exercising, but you also have that the water itself is promoting the lymphatic drainage on your body. So like if you can, I hate water exercise, but if you can to do that, it's really amazing. Like if you have the opportunity, I have a client now that's doing water aerobics, and she said it changed like her life. Is just so great for her. And swimming too as well, and like more like stretching, yoga. Those are exercises that stimulate more movement than like cardio. Like you can actually get, cardio and weights, you can actually get more inflamed and like with your lymph
Mm-hmm.
system. So if you're working purely on the swollenness and the lymph health, choose those type of exercises versus those really crazy heavy. You can still do those, but especially water exercises for sure.
All
Nice.
right, last question. For professionals,
Yes.
you've done many lymphatic drainage courses. If you're someone that is starting in the lymphatic drainage career, like
Hmm.
um, once you do start with a massage, any massage course, which one do you recommend? What was the best one for you?
The best course that I have personally done is the Nazaré Santos course. She does not do, you do have to be like a trained massage therapist already. It's not for, definitely not for
Oh,
beginners. Yeah, she
Mhm.
doesn't take people that are not experienced in massage.
oh, good to
So
know.
she'll be like asking like, do you have experience on massage already? If not, she's like, hey, come back when you have like more experience. So for me, that technique like really changed like my view as a therapist, and it was like one of the best investments I make. I did have some really good courses in the past, but to me that technique would be the best. She's starting to like be like all over now. So hopefully maybe in the future, like she can come here and give courses. I told her, hey, I'm willing to be like your monitor here if you need somebody, because in the US you do need somebody that has like a massage license to be able to administer courses. So hopefully she'll come. But she has a couple classes in Brazil, a lot of classes in Brazil actually. She also have like a lot of classes in Europe, and the celebrities are going
Yeah, I would like to
crazy.
talk about this.
Yes, they're going crazy for her method, because like once you know her method and you do the stomach, is it's so great for like photo shoots and things like that. So Anita, which is like the most popular like pop star from Brazil, now is doing her method, and she's done very like big, even like she went to the Cannes festival, and she done like very like Hollywood celebrities as well. So every celebrity that's trying her method, they like they stay within the method. So but it's important that you know like a little bit of everything. So she's always gonna tell you, hey, always like know what you're doing, learn more. I really like her because she's really so knowledgeable. Like she's such a great professional. So I can really recommend her. I'll tag on Nazare
Oh,
Santos.
my.
Like, I love you,
She's
Nazare. It's so good.
amazing. I love the technique.
Thank you for teaching me. It was amazing.
Quick game for Joanna. I know it's
Woohoo!
gonna be hard for her because she speaks a lot, so I'm gonna make it hard for her.
It's a one word game. It has to be. It's a one word. You
No,
stole
one
my
word.
idea.
No,
Oh.
one word. No, it'll be one phrase. So be
Okay.
yeah, one
It's
phrase.
impossible for you, Joanna. One word.
I can do
Yeah,
one
yeah,
word.
one word's
I can do one
impossible.
word.
Yeah,
Joanna.
If it's in
yeah,
the game.
yeah.
I
So
can
I'm
do
gonna
it.
give two persons,
Uh huh.
and then I'm gonna choose which one would you give a lymphatic drainage, and then why, and it has to be like one phrase, like very short phrase. Okay.
Okay.
I thought of doing like with no explanation, but that would be too easy for her. So okay,
Okay.
okay.
I'm ready.
First set of people,
Okay.
who would you give a lymphatic drainage?
Okay.
Renata França versus Nazaré Santos.
Nazaré Santos.
Why?
Because she's the best.
Okay, easy. Lula versus Bolsonaro.
None of those two. I just wouldn't.
You have to
Sorry.
choose. That's the game.
I don't want to. I
Oh.
don't like any of them.
She
I
lost.
don't.
She
Sorry.
lost the game already.
I lost the
Bam.
game.
Lost. Uh-huh.
Bam.
I
You
don't
have
like
to
them.
choose.
I don't like any of them.
Okay, okay.
Do
Go.
I
Yeah.
shoot myself in the head or do I explode my head?
No,
I'm
I
gonna be
don't.
dead anyway.
Okay, good. Okay. Anita versus Luisa Sonza.
Anita.
Why?
Because I love Anita.
Just
I
love.
like.
Besides loving.
No, Anita, I mean, she's a much bigger celebrity, first of all. I don't know. Luisa, I don't know. I have a couple problems with her. But I'll still give you a massage, Luisa.
Messi
I'm ready
versus
to do.
Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's way hotter. That's why. The truth.
I don't know how to pronounce their names, but I know you are a big fan of them. Lathan Mister and Blake Lively?
Oh, Blake Lively.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Why?
the late I think he's Leighton. I don't know how to pronounce
Leighton?
it, but I still
Mister?
give her a massage. They're both amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think they get along. Them two.
They don't?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, that's weird.
This is Blair and Serena
From
from
Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Blake Lively is like very like Blake Lively for sure. Like,
Okay.
but I like her.
Eliana versus Daisy.
Fishy.
I'll say Daisy because I never gave a massage to Daisy before.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Xuxa versus Angélica.
Angelica.
Angélica.
I like
You like
Angelica
her
I
better.
like her too.
You like
Yeah,
Angelica or
I-
Shusha better?
Oh, I prefer Angelica.
I used to love Susha when I was a
Ah,
kid.
me too.
But I don't know. I just like Angelica.
I
But
liked
Shusha
Eliana.
is still.
I liked Eliana better when I was a kid.
No, Eliana.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Because it was your name.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
terrible.
Okay. Neymar versus Bruna Marquezine.
Bruna Marquezine.
Of course.
For sure.
For sure
For
she
sure.
hates Neymar.
She's just like, and then like, I don't know. I know Neymar is more famous, I guess, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's girl and lymphatic. I think it's just better. But yeah, Bruna Marquezine for
For
sure.
sure. Chris Hemsworth and Channing Tatum.
Who's Chris? Hemsworth?
Oh my god!
Aquaman, is it
Thor!
Aquaman?
It's Thor.
I don't know who
Oh
Thor
my
is.
Ah, you know, Joanna, you know.
No, I don't know.
So let
He's
I
like
let
want to give
forever
massage to
crush.
Aquaman. That's
Okay.
one I like.
Oh my
But
gosh.
Channing Tatum too.
Channing Tatum, uh-huh.
Channing, how do you say this name?
I think it's Channing. Channing.
He's so for sure him.
Okay, she doesn't know
And
who
for
Chris Hemsworth
I don't
is.
know. And
That's-
for sure Aquaman.
Ah.
Okay. Now your pets. Blair versus Serena.
Blair for sure because Serena doesn't do massage. Blair likes massage.
Blair likes
I
massage.
never try to give massage to Serena.
I think this is impossible.
I don't think cats really. She likes petting, but not a massage. Bear actually likes. She'll stand there, and I do a drainage on her.
You already lost the game because you were saying too much. But
Okay.
that's fine. That's all for today, guys.
Bye.
Hope you liked me
Thank
being
you
a
very
host,
much.
okay? And I'll see you in the next episode.
Which is
Oh.
gonna be
Next week
amazing.
is gonna be amazing.
It's
So,
gonna be in Portuguese.
kid,
Portuguese,
yeah,
but we're
but
gonna
with
translate
English
it.
subtitles.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.